You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on InuYasha the movie for Fire on the Mystic Island. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here. So today's anime review, we're going to be doing an anime review on InuYasha Fire on the Mystic Island. So let's start our review. A small group of children on Hawaii Island, who we will later learn to be a half-demon, watch as Kikyo look-alike develops in a green orb, then stand in front of the cauldron of resonance while it comes to life. The four scars of the mark of the four war gods, Ryura, Jura, Kiora, and Gora, appear on all of the children's backs except for the youngest girl. Asagi, the oldest, tells Ai to leave the island. While she still does not bear the mark and says her goodbye, the four war gods that find out that Ai has escaped and try to retrieve her, but InuYasha and the others defeat Gora and save Ai, who later asks InuYasha to save the others on Horai Island. Later, while Ai rests, InuYasha explains the myth of Horai Island, a place that appears once every 50 years. He remembers 50 years ago, when Kikyo took him to the island to meet the half-demon children. Suddenly, the four war gods appeared. Gora sucked some of Kikyo's blood, which was used to make Kikyo's doppelganger, and Ryura, if I'm correcting it wrong, marks InuYasha's back with the scar, saying that he would never be free from them once. He has the scar on him. The gang decides to head to Horai Island to investigate. The villagers all panic upon seeing the island in a small hut. Kikyo listens to a man's tale of Horai Island, then leaves. Saying she will defeat the demons, the rest of the villagers rush to the shrine and start praying for divine protection from Kiora, who proceeds to burn down the shrine and kill many of the villagers. Sashomaru arrives and drives Kiora off with his dragon strike. After the battle, he remembers back to his first encounter with Kiora when he was marked by the scar. As InuYasha and company near the island, Jura appears and fires his thunder cannon at them, destroying their boat. Miroku and Sango fly away on Kilala, pursued by Jura, while InuYasha, Kagome, and Ai escape to the beach, where they meet Ryura in the ensuing fight. Ryura, if I'm pronouncing it, easily deflects InuYasha's wind scar with his earth dragon gale, then calls upon his dragon lightning, nearly kills InuYasha, but Kagome stops him by firing a sacred arrow. Ryura is forced to retreat, but not before he hurls some insults at InuYasha. Ai leads the group to the village, where they find Asagi singing the Song of Parting together with the other four children when InuYasha reveals his plan to confront the four war gods. Asagi begs him to reconsider, saying they'll all be killed. The gang learns that Asagi is going to sacrifice herself to the cauldron of resonance, and she argues that her death will allow the others to live a little longer. They all follow Asagi to the cauldron, where InuYasha attempts to destroy the cauldron with no success. Suddenly, he and Asagi are pulled into the cauldron as it closes on the outside. The rest of the gang and the children try to open the doors while on the inside. InuYasha feels his strength warning, then Lady Kanade, the priestess who fought the four war gods 50 years ago, appears. After telling InuYasha more about the history of the island, Lady Kanade lends InuYasha her remaining strength along the war god's power spheres, telling him to destroy it soon as possible, and that must never been opened. In return, she asks InuYasha to save the children, then gives her blessing to Asagi before she disappears. InuYasha calls upon Adamant Barrage and destroys the door to the cauldron, accidentally breaking Kagome's bow in the process. Just then, InuYasha, a Kikyo look-alike, appears and takes the power spheres from InuYasha. He chases her to the War Gods, where she opens the box, releasing the spheres to their owners, while Kagome, Shippo, and the children attempt to make a raft to escape. The Kikyo doppelganger attacks InuYasha at the Cauldron of Resonance. Sesshomaru appears and finds Kiora waiting for him. Sesshomaru easily defeats him with another dragon strike. Meanwhile, Sango and Miroku fly on Kilala to confront Jora and the resurrected Gora using his wind tunnel. Miroku redirects Gora's blast so that it hits Jora before Sango finishes him off with his Hiraikotsu. Meanwhile, InuYasha battles with the Kikyo doppelganger and is about to lose when the true Kikyo appears and defeats the impostor, then leaves her bow behind. InuYasha finds Ryora attacking Kagome and the children and kills him with his Black Lash Wave. With only Gora remaining, Miroku spears Gora's head with his staff, greedily weakening it with a combination of Sango's Hiraikotsu and InuYasha's wind scar. They kill the last war god. However, the battle does not end here. All the power spheres combine to create one final war god who seems unstoppable. Kagome knows only a combination of her sacred arrow and InuYasha's Bakuha can destroy it. But she cannot fight because her bow was broken. However, the Firefly's spirit of the island residents who had been previously sacrificed, which is Shion's mother, lead the Shion to Kikyo's bow. On the way back, the children hands and bring the bow to Kagome. Finally, while the Firefly's blessing and Kagome's arrow, InuYasha unleashes his Black Lash Wave to defeat the war gods. As the gang and the children leave the island, it crumbles into the ocean, putting the myth of the Horai Island to rest. And as the credits roll, it is indicated that the children spend some time with the gang at Kaede's village before departing as a group of 6 to face the world by themselves. This is the only InuYasha movie which Miyoga does not appear except in the end credits. This is the only InuYasha anime movie which has no scenes take place in the modern era. This is the only InuYasha movie which doesn't end with Kagome saying sit to punish InuYasha. This is the only InuYasha anime movie which it has the characters animated in different design as compared to the other InuYasha anime movies that I've covered back on my previous anime reviews. The warm-hearted brotherly relationship between the Shitsoshin is a reminiscent of the Shinjinitai. Ryora Bear has many similarities with Bankotsu, the leader of the Shinichi Nitai. Kiora is similar to the other characters, Suzaku from the series. Both are red-clad, effeminate men associated with birds and fire. Not confusing with Suzaku from the other previous animes like Fushigi Yugi. Don't confuse Suzaku with the other from Fushigi Yugi. During the final battle, Shippo says he can turn into a bow, but not an arrow. This is a reference to at least 2 separate occasions during the Thunder Brothers arc and during the second InuYasha movie, which is InuYasha Castle Beyond the Looking Glass, both in which, at a clinch moment, Shippo transformed into a bow so Kagome could help InuYasha fight. In this anime movie, InuYasha uses the Black Lash Wave twice without actually encountering as the demonic blast of Yoki. How this is possible is unknown, since the Black Lash Wave is used to overpower and return an enemy's Yoki with greater power. Similar to the rest of the InuYasha franchise, several of the plot elements in this case Horai Island, namely, are taken from the real Japanese myth and lore, and given a spin to coincidence with the series. The credits suggested that Akin was the one who ruined Kagome's bicycle, though InuYasha was blamed. Speaking of which, this is David Kaye's last performance as the voice of Shomaru. The episode that follows this movie is the beginning of InuYasha the Final Act, in which Michael Dangerfield takes over also. This is Monica Story's final voice performance as Kagome until they have a different voice actor in InuYasha the Final Act. So InuYasha Fire on the Mystic Island is the final InuYasha movie. It was released in Japan on December 23rd, 2004, which is a day before Christmas, a few months later after the last episode of the InuYasha television series anime, but before InuYasha the Final Act was released. This film has been licensed in America by Viz Media and was released on August 1st, 2006. So that's my thoughts about InuYasha Fire on the Mystic Island. Because the way I think about InuYasha Fire on the Mystic Island, this is probably the final roles, which are David Kaye and Monica Story, because they have finished the production on InuYasha anime series, which is the original anime series, as well as InuYasha Fire on the Mystic Island. This leads to this wasn't long before InuYasha the Final Act, which is another anime, which it takes place where it left off on the original InuYasha anime series, because coincidentally, that makes perfect sense. InuYasha, the movie Fire on the Mystic Island, was directed by Toshiha Shinohara, who also directed the first three previous InuYasha movies that I've already mentioned on my previous anime review on InuYasha, the movie Swords of an Honorable Ruler. This did feature Kappei Yamaguchi and Satsuki Yukino, which are in the Japanese cast. This movie did came out on the day before Christmas Eve, on December 23rd, 2004. It was distributed by Toho Company Limited, who's known for anime OVA such as Devil Hunter Yoko, as well as many other animes made by Toho Company Limited. Oh, and Toho Company Limited is also known for their work, such as Godzilla movie series. That's why. Yeah. Speaking of which, that's probably wasn't long until it. Oh yeah, because this is Monica Story's final role as Kagome until Kira Tozer did the voice for Kagome in InuYasha the Final Act, which I forgot to mention, because this is the final roles for David Kaye and Monica Story until they have newer actors for InuYasha the Final Act, even though where it takes place left off on the original InuYasha anime series. So that's going to be it for my anime review on InuYasha the Fire on the Mystic Island, you guys. Thanks for watching, but before we go, here's my quick thoughts about it. I think I have it on DVD, which is InuYasha Fire on the Mystic Island, which is in my anime collection, because that's all I have. Hope subscribe for content. My Anime Planet link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook. If you have a Twitter and Facebook account, be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button on this video. Please leave in the comments give me your suggestions, which anime can I review, because I got more anime reviews coming on the way, I guess. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RuRoniK95. Feel free to join my channel. Click on my notifications bell button. Check out my other previous videos as well. And that's all I have to say for today's anime review, because I don't have time, because I don't want to make this video 15 or 16 minutes, that's why. So keep it otaku for this anime review, and that's all I have to say. Oh yeah, this is RuRoniK95 saying thank you for watching my anime review on InuYasha Fire on the Mystic Island. I'm glad you liked my anime review. I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next anime review, and have a great day. This is RuRoniK95 signing off, and thank you for watching my anime review on InuYasha Fire on the Mystic Island. And this concludes my anime review on InuYasha Fire on the Mystic Island.